Hello and welcome to Andrea Speaks TV. I'm your host, Andrea, and I'm bringing you commentary you can use. Before I get started, I want to say thank you all so much for subscribing to the channel and supporting the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, let me invite you to subscribe to the channel, Andrea Speaks TV. Join our community so that you can be informed and updated whenever I do upload new content every week. All right, we are a community right here at Andrea Speaks TV. We are a community of like-minded individuals who we're concerned about the times we're living in. We're seeking truth and transparency about many things that are happening in today's society, and we share information right here on the channel. So again, thank you so much for taking time to tune in. I'm coming to you with another topic that's been in the news. And I want to ask the question, is the red hot housing market finally starting to cool off? Okay. Now, we all know what's going on as far as the U.S. housing market just being hot. You know, home prices are for many people, prices are the highest they have ever been. We know that many people, maybe even some of you who are out shopping for homes in this current market, we're seeing there have been reports that people are getting in bidding wars. People are placing offers well over the asking price of the home, and all while inventory remains at very low levels. So the information I want to share with you today actually comes from Redfin. It comes from Redfin, and it was shared via fortune.com. So again, the article says the red hot housing market is showing signs. The red hot housing market is showing its first signs of cooling off. Now, again, that is according to Redfin. So I want to bring you some information now. Let's see. All right. The U.S. housing market, the article says, may finally be showing signs of cooling off. All right. At least that's according to Redfin. Now, here's a quote written by Redfin researchers in a report published on this past Thursday. They're saying that fewer people are starting online home searches and applying for mortgages than this time last year, and year-to-date growth in home tours remain far below 2021 levels. Now, the quote also says an increasing share of sellers are also reducing their prices after putting their homes on the market. Okay. The quote continues by saying the market still feels hot, but a slowdown in online searches, home tours, and mortgage applications suggest more buyers are getting priced out. All right. Well, how do you all feel about this information so far? Do you agree or disagree? And if you are in the market to buy a home currently, let me know your experience so far in the comments. I would like to hear from you. All right. Now, the article asks, why are more home shoppers suddenly dropping out of the market? All right. Now, Redfin actually points to soaring mortgage rates. Okay. And I'm going to share those on the screen. As of last week, the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate climbed to 4.67%. Just a month prior, that average rate was 3.89%. Okay. Meanwhile, back in December, it was 3.11%. Okay. Now, as mortgage rates rise, some would be borrower. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me start over. As mortgage rates rise, some would be borrowers who must meet lenders' strict debt to income ratios lose their mortgage eligibility. Okay. Do you all understand what I mean by that? So they're basically saying that as mortgage rates continue to rise, some borrowers who otherwise would qualify, they may have a hard time meeting their strict debt to income ratios due to the rising rates. Okay. Others simply bought at the higher monthly mortgage payments. That's according to the article. Now, mortgage rates, this is a quote, mortgage rates are shooting up at the fastest pace in history. Okay. You all can look at the chart here on the screen and see that. Excuse me, let me drink some coffee, y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel If you find this information to be helpful, make sure you hit the like button. Share this video with someone who may actually be in the market to purchase a home, or you can share it with any of your family members or friends. Okay, I had to give me a few sips of coffee. Okay, I'm good now, y'all. Let's continue. Now, let me go back. So it says, as mortgage rates rise, some would-be borrowers who must meet lenders' strict debt-to-income ratios lose their mortgage eligibility, and others simply balk at the higher monthly mortgage payments. Okay. Here's a quote from Redfin researchers who say mortgage rates are shooting up at the fastest pace in history, sending the typical monthly mortgage payment for a home buyer up more than $500 since the beginning of this year. The quote also continues by saying, as rates quickly approach 5%, we expect their impact on home buyer demand to change from a motivator, driving a sense of urgency to buy before rates rise further, to a deterrent. Okay. The article continues by saying, ultimately, the Redfin researchers predict these higher rates will translate into slower rates of home price growth over the next few months. All right. Now, a lead analyst at Housing Wire hopes spiking mortgage rates can cool down the red hot housing market a bit. In his eyes, the article says inventory levels have simply gotten too low and is leading to unsustainable levels of price appreciation. Okay. For things to get to a healthier level of growth, the article says, we need to see inventory begin to rise again. All right. Thank you all so much. Those of you all who are tuning in now live, or if you're watching by the replay. Okay. Here's a quote by the lead analyst at Housing Wire who says inventory is so extremely low right now that it will benefit housing for inventory to get back up because the forced bidding wars has created a terrible marketplace. Okay, so far we've yet to see inventory, the article says. So far we've yet to see inventory post a meaningful upward bounce. Until that happens, industry insiders say we won't see any significant cooling in the housing market. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about this information? Is the red hot housing market finally starting to cool off? All right. So again, I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know. And I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to Andrea Speaks TV. Be sure to like this video, leave a comment in the chat, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Andrea Speaks TV.